Hello, this is Troy, Kilo Foxtrot 7, Sierra Echo Yankee. Last week I watched a video KM4ACK put out on using a GPS in an iPhone to sync time and location on his built Raspberry Pi Build-A-Pi. So when I saw that, I immediately thought I could do that with my Windows 10 computer. As I've used something very similar in a previous video on my Raspberry Pi serial server. So the first thing you'll need to do is you'll need 3 pieces of software on your computer. One being HW Virtual Serial Port, which is what I used in my Raspberry Pi serial server video. Hotspot, which can be downloaded from the Microsoft Store. It's Hotspot Lite is the free version. I think the regular version is called Hotspot. I ended up buying the Hotspot because the Hotspot Lite, it works. It just has a lot of ads that pop up, and it was, I think, $2.28 to purchase it to remove the ads. And then you will need an app on your phone called GPS to IP for the iPhone. I believe there is an Android version, and KM4ACK did cover some of that. So if you have an Android, pretty sure you can make this work as well the same way. Once you've installed the app on your phone, you will start up your hotspot, and so you can give it a hotspot name, password, and turn it on. It'll create a hotspot for you to connect your phone to. So you connect your phone to the hotspot. And once you've done that, you want to set the app on your phone to connection method socket, and network selection will be Wi-Fi IP. Now, this app is free and can be purchased to open up more things in it. I did not test this out with the free version, although I believe it will work just fine. The purchased version, I think, is a little around $6, a little over $6, and I ended up buying it right out of the gate, so I didn't get a chance to test that. So once you set that up, you will come onto this screen right here, and when you enable GPS to IP, it'll come up with an IP address and a port value. So once you have that, you open up HW Virtual Serial Port. You punch in the IP address and the port number, and select the port name you want, and create COM, and it will create a virtual COM port. Takes a little bit for it to do that. Once it's up and running, you can open up. I use BK Time Sync, and I'll also leave a description below for where to get that. And what I like about BK Time Sync over some of the other ones, at least that I've seen, some of the other ones might do this. This is just the first one I ended up getting, and it does everything that I wanted. It does both NTP and GPS. So if I'm at home, it'll automatically sync with the NTP server over the internet. And then if I'm out in the field, I can select if I have the GPS enabled, it'll read from the GPS. The third thing that it'll do that I did not know until recently after playing around with a Raspberry Pi version of manual syncing, you can actually go to this manual set, and if you're, like, say you're on FT8, you can see that your time is off with everybody by, say, like 1 second. You can adjust it 1 second here, hit apply, it'll fix it, and off and running you go. So for the GPS, you just enable the GPS, you select the COM port, and it will grab the coordinates. And I'm inside right now, so it is actually having a little bit of trouble picking that up. But if it was synced well with the GPS, it would set the time right now. So that's it. Syncing time. Let me show you also another feature that I also use. If you're using JS8 call utilities, you can also use this to get your grid square. So under settings, You set up your GPS interface to network, the GPS IP address of your phone, the same one we put in the virtual serial port and the TCP port, and save that. And then when you hit the get grid from GPS, it will get your grid from that. So that's it. 73. Thanks for watching.